So it's time to get started on these door handles and the handle for the pull-out now. I've just milled up this nice piece of ash, and I was playing around with a few concepts and then had the customer stop by so we could finalise things. But we're going to go with, it's a bit confusing, I cut this line a bit different, we've shifted it around. We're going to go for something that's a bit like this shape but pedestaled out on some brass bars, and we'll do something similar for the other side. To start things off, I just mark out my general size parameters to give me a space to lay out the mock-up shape within, break down the rough stock into 2 equal size pieces, and then that will allow me to mark out everything I need for the holes to be drilled. It's quite important that I did this before cutting the shapes out, as it really gives me the exact measurements to make sure all of my spacing is perfect. This piece is getting split directly down the middle. They will be the 2 door handles for the cupboards that open up, and the second one for the pull-out will get the same kerf ripped through about 1/3 of the way to create a shadow line, giving the illusion that it's 2 pieces once it's attached. Now that I've got those 2 pieces cut to their final length, I'll remove the bulk of the material out on the bandsaw. That just means I've got a lot less work to do when it comes to sanding and bringing them down to their final shape on the spindle sander. As I mentioned earlier with the pull-out handle, it will have this shadow line running down the middle. I want that to continue on the top and bottom face as well, so I'm just going to follow the kerf with my dovetail saw and then come back in with my smallest chisel and break out that last little chunk. Sweet, so now that I've got the handles all sorted, I'm just going to come back in with my hand plane and finalize the reveal around each of the doors. I need these to be set in stone now, so when I come to measure the holes that are going to get drilled for the brass rods, I can exactly match the space on the 2 door handles to the shadow line that I cut on the handle for the pull-out. I want those to be exactly the same so it doesn't throw your eye off. Seeing as this piece will be quite visually bottom heavy with the main cabinet underneath such an open space, I wanted the door handles to flow organically in the way that it drew your eye from the bottom up through the empty space towards the black shaped shelves, and then upward towards what will be an ornamental gong that the customer has that they'll be displaying. So there we have it. We've got the handles all on, just doing a final little test fit to see how it all looks now that it's all together. I'm pretty pleased with how they've come out. They fit in nicely placement wise, and all the spacing's nice and good. I'll be taking them back off again and gluing them in after I've done all the finish work, but you can really just sort of see how it helps balance everything out.